Salutations, Leader One, my once and future subordinate. For too long, the renegades have been trampled on by guardian ankles. We shall win Gobatron, and there will be no finer, more fitting victory for the working class of the renegades than our current weapon. For we are no longer mere workers. We are forklift certified! Tremble in fear, for the most unconventional of all weapons will be ripping at your door. So I like GoBots. I bring this up all the time, and literally any chance I get. I really like GoBots, and I wish that there were more versions of modern GoBots out there. I mean, that's just an absolutely paltry lineup of renegades, and quite frankly, that one's not even a renegade. But I can finally add one more member. This is the Revenge of the Fallen Deadlift, one of the most amazing Scout class toys you will ever find. However, he is an inspired figure. He is an homage to Spoons, one of my favorite GoBots, and an evil renegade in his own right. I just love this forklift mode so much. It's a perfect little forklift. You have a little steering wheel even. Oh, my apologies. Let me get that clipped back in place. And you can see it has the little nub. If you have never driven a forklift, you don't have like the grips of a steering wheel. You just have that little nub that you use to help spin. I'm not forklift certified, wink wink, but I have driven quite a few forklifts in my day, and seeing one that's so accurate is such an odd thing. I really love it. And even better, you actually can use the forks a little bit. They can't go up and down. That would have made this figure just even more spectacular. But you can at least angle it. It's nice. You can even go kind of up and down if you want to kind of shake the arms a little bit. And if you want to, he could probably carry some stuff for you. Here. Behold, Leader One, we have captured the Chaos Emerald. You are aware of the immense energy stored within these crystalline bodies, and it will fuel our revolution. I don't know. That's all I had on hand. But it's nice, you know, you could just go doop-de-doop-de-doop. Spoons, the working man, the working class hero, our Marxist champion. I quite like the Renegades, I don't know if you can tell. And I'm glad to have this little guy around. Just a very solid vehicle mode. And tell you what, old Uncle Rombon to John, just because I'm feeling really good tonight and I like to show the Renegades off, I'm going to go through a transformation with you. So, we're first going to start off with Boom, which also means Boom! Gerwalk forklift mode. Now it's really just the forklift from Aliens. This is the future they wanted. That's great. Well, he also kind of looks like a T-Rex. Neat. We can now take these apart. Boop and boop. And we're just going to open all this up. Open it up like you would, a thing that opens up like that. There we are. I'm a master of the English language, I don't know if you can tell. Backpack folds up, and then, boop, we can just get the head out. Oh, come on. Oh, he's shy. He's shy. I'm sorry, guys. There he is. Finally, we got him out. We're going to continue folding the shoulders around, and then boop, and dip, and doop. Oh no, I've disarmed him. Here. Ah, there we are. And boom, we have Deadlift, or as he's known, Spoons. That's his street name, don't you know? I actually like how he scales with my other Renegades. Don't get me wrong, Psykill is way too small, but I'm actually kind of okay with him being smaller. Psykill's whole thing is force of personality. I like the idea that he would be a smaller Gobatronian. It's a good contrast to Megatron. And it also makes sense to me that Crasher would tower over him, because Crasher was like the absolute muscle of the Gobot, or rather the Renegade team. Oh man, what a good lineup. Look at this, like even though the aesthetics don't even match up, it is a cool looking foursome. Like yeah, if I could get a copter, or maybe a tux. Oh, dude, if I could get a water walk, a modern water walk would look so good. But I really like how this quadrilogy of Gobatronians are coming out. I also really like Deadlift's face. It's very much like Rung before Rung. He just looks haunted. If I were to, like, make a stupid fan fiction out of these things, I would say that, like, the Gobatronians have just been spread throughout the timeline of Transformers, and Spoons was the first one to land, so he's been the one that's been in hiding the longest. And maybe, like, Now that Treads is around, that's when, like, he's being pulled back out. And the reason they're being pulled back out is because Psykill, the big ponce he is, just doesn't know how to keep quiet. I'm kind of digging this. Should I write this fanfiction? I'll get to it after I write my Scrapper fanfiction. Tell you what. In terms of articulation, we do have some very nice points. Nothing in the head, unfortunately, but a ball joint in the shoulder, a ball joint for the elbow, and the wrist can go back and forth. You have nothing in the waist, but a ball joint in the hip that is slightly impaired. You have a ball joint in the knee, and then you have up and down here at the ankle. You actually can get 2 good pivots here, which is nice. And even better, the forklifts can actually, wabam, be folded out, so he can have a weapons mode, like, yeah, sha, bah. There we are. He can like totally do like the whole like you killed my father, prepare to die type pose. I'm sorry, it's working for me. It's working for me. I feel like the whole thing that's pulling it together right now is that Psykill. Like if it was just Deadlift here with Treads and Crasher, I don't think that would work at all. Even if it was just Crasher and Treads, I don't think it would work. But for some reason, Psykill's design does help pull all these aesthetics together. In case it's not clear enough already, I am incredibly pleased with Deadlift. I think he's one of the most creative and fun Transformers ever made. The fact that he's an homage to a really nice GoBot toy is just the icing on the cake. And having these 4 running around, all it does is make me want to get even more modern takes on the GoBots. I'm just saying, I'm missing a Bug Bite and a Road Ranger, and I wouldn't say no to a Bad Boy whenever they get around to Power Glide. I'm trying to think, have they done any other modern GoBot figures that I might need? Not that I can think of. Like, even third party don't really touch GoBots that often. But even still, I'm happy with these guys, and it makes me wish that I could get more of the Action Toys Mecha Robo just to have a few more characters like Snoop and Fidor. God, I would kill for that Spacey to have my childhood toy in like a more fully realized design. But until that happens, Psykill can hold the fort down. Understand this, Leader One. You may dub me a terrorist. The Gobatronians may see me as a dictator. However, the renegades shall prevail. The working class will rise. And I, Psykill, so oversee it all. You could have had a spot at the table, my friend. Your erstwhile heroism will be long remembered as just another resistance that was crushed under the heel of the mighty Psykill. Renegades, over and out.